Hello, everybody. It's Joseph. I just thought I would pop on here and have a little chat with you guys while we. Hello, Tennille. Uh, yeah, just thought I would have a little chat with you guys while we were kind of between streams. I will make sure that for Sanita at 6 o'clock, we hop over. Anybody that's here will all go and raid Sanita so we can watch and support her. I just wanted to kind of show a few things. Predominantly, I had. Oh goodness, donating plasma. That's a big task. That takes a while. But awesome of you to do that. That's super super kind and very forward thinking, helping people with that. So I'm glad you stopped by first though. Um, so yeah, I predominantly wanted to do this because I have recorded 2 videos about my Lower Town Arts District store tours that I did and showing those off. I've recorded 2 separate videos for these 2 stores, and it's a total of 3 times now. And each time something is wrong. Like the one time the audio did not pick up and did not work. The next time it just would not upload, and then it gave an error on the video. Uh, awesome, Dawn. I'm glad you're here. Hello, Cindy, as well. Susan, hello, hello. Say all the hellos, everybody. I don't know who you are or where you are. What do you talk about, please? I predominantly talk about yarn and crochet related fiber arts things, stuff like that. So if you're into that, you can stick around. But this is more likely going to just be a nice little chat, filling some time. And also, I wanted to show the stuff that these videos that just plain and simple just keep giving me a problem. So I thought what I would do is I would come on here and show you guys and do a screen share and show some of the images of these places and kind of show you the stuff that I've wanted to show everybody. But for some reason, the videos just, it seems like it's cursed for me on this. Now watch, after I do the live and I show it on here, when I go to redo it, I won't have any problems with it at all. That's just the way of things. That's how it is sometimes in the YouTube and um, recording world, right? Um, so hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for popping in. Like I said, at 6, I will make sure that we all go and we will do. Anybody that's still here at that time, we will raid over to Sanita and go and support her. But right now, I just kind of wanted to chat and say hello to all my friends. Hello, hello, Chris. I'm going to go ahead and pop up this. Let me move it. This that I'm sharing here is the first of the 2 shops that I had been recording some stuff on. An armor fatigue cap with a peace sign now sports one of your lapel pins. Oh, awesome. That's great. I'm glad they're being put to use. I thought those were super, super cute. The family from Mother's Day. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. This shop here, this Raven and Moth, I fell in love with this shop years ago, before they moved to their new location. They they are an upscale boutique in Paducah, Kentucky. Their style, the stuff that they have, and the way they present it and put it, like the displays, absolutely gorgeous. I just am so taken in by them. They're let me put this up here. Anybody can see down here in the corner. This is their business card, and it just pulls at all of the right heartstrings for me. I have kind of a connection in my life with both ravens and moths. Clearly, my YouTube name has moth in it, but so this, just on the name premise alone, it is just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful place. And real quick, Jean, if you are into crochet and you like all that kind of stuff, and you would like be interested in looking at a really nice yarn store tour, I have a video, a couple videos actually showing a yarn store that's local to me, but they have an online presence for ordering and stuff as well. I highly recommend checking it out. It is worth a gander because it is absolutely amazing. But right now, I wanted to show this place, and I will still post the videos for these businesses because I did tell the wonderful lady who owns this store and another a quilting quilt driven store that I would post videos because they were nice enough to let me take pictures and kind of show me around the stores, tell me about some of the stuff. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Stephanie. Uh, Daigo. Hello, hello. Regina. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. But let's go here. Well, it'd help if I pulled up the right screen, wouldn't it? Let me do this so I can actually show you. So this the picture I pulled up here is their storefront, and I thought it was just beautiful. It's very classy, almost. They kept it very historically accurate, I feel, with the front. I just really enjoyed that. But coming in to the store, there is this is kind of a view from the register area that's in the back, and it kind of showcases some of their beautiful clothing. All of their uh, clothing items and things like that, they really focus on natural fibers. So, non-chemically processed fibers like your bamboos, um, ethically sourced cotton, um, nice handmade garments, just absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. Um, from the handbags to the tops and the dresses and skirts, everything they have there is just so beautiful, and the fabric is so soft and flowing. It's just very, very, very nice. I'm trying to take a glance here at the chat. Left, right, like businesses, we have support them or soon will be. Yes, and that's why I wanted to do this, focusing and little spotlights and showing the little shops because independently ran businesses are sadly in trouble. Like we have lost so many of them, and it's so difficult to operate a small business now. We can't see. What can you not see? Sorry. Did it pause something on my end? Let me look. Let me look. Let me move this over, and maybe that will help. Is that working? Are you able to see now? Just the front of store. Why is it? Let's see if we can figure it out. Oh, there we go. So sorry, guys. For some reason, my computer had pulled up two of the same exact tab in separate windows. I don't know how that occurred. So I think now you can see inside the store, correct? Is that showing up now? My apologies. My apologies. I did not realize that there was duplicated windows. Um, sorry, but yes, now you should be able to see the clothing and the bags that I was talking about. Um, okay. Sorry about that again, guys. Thanks for letting me know. Um, but so that is sort of just a quick view. I didn't get any up close images. I plan to return here and do some video stuff. The ladies were working on opening new stock and some pricing and things, so I did not want to. They offered to go around with me, and the lady even offered to, if I wanted to film her and she explained some of the stuff, and I thought that was super nice of her. But I didn't want to monopolize her time for that because they were busy that day. So in this, I just took a few images of things, um, and then here, these items, these moths, are not for sale. These are shop decor items, but I could not help myself but take pictures of them because they are quite large. They are massive moths that are hanging on the wall. Hello, hello, Sweet Pea. Hello, Mimi. Welcome in, welcome in. Zoila, hello. Landa, well, thank you for stopping in while you're on break. That's awesome. But the moths were one of the highlights for me in the store, and they made these themselves. They got crafty. They bought the fabric and all of the stuff to put them together, and I just absolutely fell in love with them. And I tried to buy one. um, I did because I was like, oh my goodness, if these are for sale, how much are they? I would love to have one, but they are simply shop decor. But I just had to showcase them because I thought that they were so beautiful, and they did such a great job making those by hand. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yes, the thumbs. That means so much. And it's free thummies, right? And they help and they make the world go round here on YouTube. Um, and then moving on from those, since those aren't for sale items, and the store does have a website presence where you can go and order from them as well. I will I will put that link. Um, well, I can probably put that in the chat. Let me do that real quick. I'll pull up this window. Okay, now then, I can come over here and I am going to. Oh, wow, that didn't work. 1 second. I love that. Hello, hello, Angela. Hello, welcome in. If I missed you, try not to miss people in the chat. Okay, sorry guys. I posted their website into the chat, so do feel free. And it's super easy to remember. It's just ravenandmoth.com. So easy peasy. But this jewelry case here, all of these are unique made pieces. Each one has a tag with a story and a description explaining the process and sort of where the items came from. It's just very nice. And as I did mention, this is uh, an upscale boutique. But just the stuff is just breathtaking. I had such a wonderful time, and the lady was so very nice here and taking me around and explaining the various things and showing me and just taking that time out of her day to do that. And so I was very appreciative of that. Um, and then here, this I took just as kind of an example showing like their decor sort of in the store and the way they have it set up. But each of these little, thank you, Zoila, you're amazing. I'm still learning all those like how to do the proper links and things. But oh, hello, Yarnworks Crafts. Oh, it's Lydia. Hello, Lydia. Um, but in here, each of these little nooks that you see set up, each of the curios, the tables, everything is so perfectly and meticulously decorated to showcase the items. I was just blown away with everything about this store. Um, here, like showing that they have a line of candles. These are very nice. The aroma here is very pleasant, and I thought they were so fun because they use the fresh pressed flowers and things in them, and they're just a very nice assortment. Um, and then this was one of my favorite sections because it's more and more rare to find good, wholesome, high quality, safe children's toys and items for your kids. And I enjoyed the fact that they took, the space out of their store and have the corner nook there set up with some really cute children's books, and the stuffies and various toys, a lot of texture related for like the sensory. Just it was very, very cute, and I really fell in love with that corner. I thought that was super sweet. Oh, fixing supper. What are you having, Angela? I just don't feel good. I'm not sure what is wrong. Oh no, Lydia. Well, I hope you start feeling better soon. It's no fun to feel bad. Um, and then these I enjoyed this. These brass butterflies. I believe she said I there was a lot in here, and I was trying to memorize it. I believe she said that these brass items, they are of course for sale, and they are handmade by an artist. I cannot remember if she said they're out of Ohio, but they are also handmade, produced by an independent crafter, and I thought that that was really, really nice. They had a lot of items in the store here that were really um, they were really big on that, supporting small business through their small business, and I thought that was really touching, and it was just really exciting to see that, because it's so easy in today's world to just buy the mass produced products and carry them in your store. It's more cost effective, like all that stuff. So it's really nice that they go out of their way to try and source um, independent creators and smaller places to fill their stores. I really I appreciated that a lot. And this little cabinet was one of my favorites in the store. And it's just a small cabinet. It's like a 12 by 12 little wood and glass case, but they had that raven skull candle item in there, and I just absolutely fell in love with that. I thought that it was wonderful. I actually intended to stop back by the store before I left town that day, but by the time I got out of all the shops that I went around to, I was hungry and I was tired. It was an early morning, so I did not get a chance to go back by and pick up a few of the items. So next time I'm in town, that will definitely be something that I do. Um, it is a super quaint shop, and speaking of quaint, this this really caught my eye because these little guys here are like birthday cake candle toppers. And the little gnome with his mushroom was the first thing that caught my eye, and I just absolutely fell in love with these. I thought this was such a whimsical, really cute idea and a reusable idea so that you can use it over again for various things. And when you aren't using it as that, they're super cute little knickknacks, to put on a little shelf or a cabinet somewhere. And I thought they were just really, really adorable. Um, and she did say that these items were among some of their top items. And there will be more of them in a moment. Another picture will come around with a really cute display. But they had these really cute pendants that are like whimsical sort of animals, and they have like a little storybook case, and I just thought they were super cute. And there is more information, a little story that goes with this company that makes these, and I can't recall in the moment exactly what all it is, but I just really, really enjoyed them. There's a like for instance, there's a little alpaca or a llama down here that I really liked, and the unicorn here up in the top, if you can see my mouse moving around, that is just sort of like looks as if it's hanging there by its little front hooves, and I just thought it was super adorable. Um, oh, and then here is the display they had for the remainder of their birthday candle cake toppers, and the candles that they have in these are also um, uh, really unique and very interesting. These are, I believe, they are made out of. I I'm pretty sure it's 100% beeswax. They are also sourced from a small maker. I just thought that these were like so adorable, and she said that these little candle items are probably one of their fastest moving items in the store, and you can see why. I think that these are just so fun, and it's a unique thing, and I had not seen something like that before, and it was just really like it grabs your attention when you're in there looking around. Um, and these, I thought these were really, really cool. These are foraging bags, and they are super, super high quality, very durable. I think they would last a lifetime. They are uh, well put together. There's several options on different styles, and they have like leather um, add-ins that you can get, like little notebooks and wallet items as well. But then they showcase these with the Foraging Kentucky guidebook, and I really liked that because that is authored by a local author as well. Um, and so the idea that you could have like a little one-stop shop and be fully set up and ready to go for your foraging expedition, I think that that's so fun. She's of the Woods. I'll have to look into that. Is that just a local store to you, or is that like more of a multiple location thing? Um, but yeah, I just thought that these were really cool, especially pairing it with a local author's printed book. And granted, if you're not in Kentucky, these foraging books probably aren't exactly geared towards you specifically, but I think a lot of it would cross over because, as we know, um, plant species and things don't just stop at state lines, they carry over. But I thought that that was really kind of a fun idea. Um, oh, and we were back at the beginning, but let me come back over here to you guys, and I will move that and come back. But yeah, I just oh, she's a YouTube channel. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. Um, but so yeah, I just wanted to kind of showcase that. And like I said, I will have the video that I've been working on doing, but I just got a little irritated because the three times that I have attempted to record and post it, each time there was something wrong, and it just would it was either not upload or there was a voice track that wouldn't do right, or so I'll get the thing there, but I I just wanted to kind of show that, and we had a little time here, and I enjoy talking with all of you and spending an afternoon together. And also, I want to let everybody know at 6 o'clock Central, so whatever time that is for you, in a little over half an hour's time, I would like for all of us to go over and raid Sanitas because I would like to go and support her. And I know that she starts her stream at 6 o'clock Central. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out now so that you guys can help remind me in case I miss the time. I don't want to run into that because I want to go and watch her as well. It is, Dawn. It is a learning process, and it's been a lot, and I learn something new every day, not just in like crochet and stuff like that, but just YouTube in general. And I guess I can take a moment here. Let's see. Let me turn it the right way and show everybody this project. This is side one of the project that I'm working on that I will be doing um, a a bit of a crochet with me, crochet along, whatever you want to call it, um, on that. I will be since the first panel is nearly done, I will be starting to record my work on the second panel, and then as we're working on that, I will probably release the first video or so of it showing, and those who would like to make it along with me or just watch me make it, if you want to do that, I would be very appreciative. um, I just thought that that might be a little interesting thing to sort of share together, um, and watch my stitching. I'm currently working on developing and tweaking some stitches, and maybe hopefully coming up with a few unique things to me, just because I think that's really fun and exciting. I I can show here on this project, actually, these ridges here. I thought I had adapted from camel stitch, but apparently it is really not. It's quite different with the series of stitches that I'm using. It's I forget the name of it, but I found it's really close, but yet different to another stitch that's like a I want to say Queen Victoria or something like that ridge, but I know that's not correct. It's flown out of my head at the moment. But I like playing around with stitches and coming up with unique little um, textures. I think are important in my work because it keeps me pulled into a project. Um, 42 people. Thank you guys for joining me. This is awesome. Um, but yeah, so kind of working on that and getting a little more adventurous on the stitches. So if you do this along with me in the videos that I post, you'll get to kind of experience the development, because I have written down all of my rows in order and will be repeating it for the other panel. So you get to kind of experience that journey along with me. I also found another little stitch pattern that I can't wait to kind of tweak and adapt last night looking around on Facebook. And so I'll be playing with that and coming up with it. And then once I make my little twist on the design work out, I'll show everybody. But I'm kind of excited about that as well. Trying to think. Oh, I can show everybody. Anybody want to guess what this was prior to probably about midnight last night? This, I'll go ahead and tell you. This was my bod shawl. Well, my half completed bod shawl. Um, so I had it about halfway done, and I had mentioned a few times in the past um, that I wasn't real happy with my bod shawl. I love the pattern and I want to make it, but when I started it, I was very, very new. I had only been crocheting for 2 weeks or something like that at the time where I started it. And I was showing the Moth place on live today. Oh, yes. Um, but so I was new when I started it, and I chose a hook size that was a little too small for the tension and the tightness of my stitchings. So it caused a bunching, kind of a gathering in some of the areas, because some of the stitches are pretty complex and have a lot going on. So it really just created like a ripply shawl that I think, even with blocking, since it is an acrylic yarn, just would not have done right. So I finally just convinced myself. I was like, you know what? If I don't just frog it, I'm going to keep putting it off. So I did. I sat there and I frogged it, and I wound it up into a cake again. And so I will, at some point coming up before long, start that over again. And now that I have more experience and kind of know to allow myself the extra space in the stitches with going up a hook size, or loosening up tension and stuff, I'm pretty sure that I can do it more justice than what I than what I was back when I started it and I'd only been crocheting for a couple weeks. Um, hello, hello, everybody. If I've missed you coming in, I know I've missed several people coming in, and I apologize. It means a lot to me that you are here, and I'm not meaning to look over or ignore anybody. So, hello, Michelle M. Welcome, welcome. Zoila has been. I've seen Zoila over there. She is doing her Zoila YouTube magic. She is like super mod. All the mods are great. Zoila just works overtime, and I think she's a mod for everybody. I joked with her the one day. I think she must have like a time turner or something to be able to manage all of the lives that she handles in a day. But we thank Zoila for that, for being super duper mod, right? Zoila's awesome. We're all awesome. I'm just so excited to be part of this community and be here with all of you. And I'm so thankful for everything. Um, and I will have stuff coming this week. I know that it's going to be probably sort of uh, an emotional week for me with the Happy Mail. I know that there are items coming that are unexpected, and I've been, advised in advance to watch out for the things, and it staggering and really humbling, um, the response and the generosity that you receive here through all of you guys. You guys are just the best, and it's not just Happy Mail. It's supportive emails, it's tips that you've shared, advice that you give me, the being subscribed here the likes, the comments on the videos, it has just been so incredible, and I am so very appreciative of all of it. And I just wish there was words that could really express what all of it has meant. That support has really been everything. Um, everybody has a life and everybody has woes and stories and all the stuff. Um, but prior to this past year, when I stepped out of my shell, um, I had I was a completely different person. I was very withdrawn. I did not really leave the house, for a number of years. Like it was um it was a thing, but now, I've gotten involved with community programs and chairman of recreation and tourism. I'm incoming president of my Rotary Club. Um, I've started this new hobby that is now a literal obsession, and I crochet and I mess with yarn fibers every day, all day. And I do it because you guys make it feel so much like home, and that it's a family community, and it's just I don't even know. It's unlike any other community anywhere. And I have been in, gaming communities, um, like various other things, like book communities, poetry, you name it. I've at some point supported people in it or been a part of it, and this is really the place where it has the most positivity and the most support from all of us to all of us. Like, and that's been the most mind blowing experience. Like, would I still be crocheting if I wasn't doing this? Absolutely. I enjoy it. I love it. I have found that it's very soothing to me. I can just kind of zone out and I can watch and listen to you guys and the content that you make and put out there. And I can just crochet along. And I have slowed down on my crochet. Not the amount of time I spend doing it in a day, but when I first started, I felt like, oh, I need to hurry up because I have so many and I still have a ton of projects I want to do. But when I first started in that first 6 week period, that I posted that video and I showed all the things that I had made in 6 weeks. It was a lot of items and a lot of really, I guess from what everybody said, that was staggering rapid development on skill and precision and things like that, which I still I still very much feel like I'm very, very new. Um, but I've slowed down. I paced myself. I I like try to enjoy the stitching and just paying attention to what I'm doing and trying to think about what kind of stitch am I going to do next in this pattern, like, that kind of thing. So I've learned to kind of slow down and let myself enjoy the process instead of just speeding through project because I don't have deadlines. I'm not, these aren't commissions for people. These are things that I'm making because I want to make them because I think they're beautiful. And being able to share that with all of you and have you guys be so supportive in that, and share your information because I'm super new at this. Like, so there's a whole set of encyclopedias full of information in this hobby that I don't know yet because I've not experienced it. But all of you guys know so very much about this. And whether it's knitting or crocheting or Tunisian, or if you're weaving or if you're spinning fibers, all of you know so much because you've been doing it. And I have benefited from that infinitely. Like the amount that I have learned from you guys and continue to learn and get to share is just the greatest thing of this community. And I thank you all for that. And every day I get up and I look forward like, ooh, I wonder who's posted something that I haven't seen yet. So it's like you go and you support and you watch the stuff, and like it I benefit from it. Like, yes, my doing that helps, I guess, the creator of it, but I learn something each time I watch somebody or listen to somebody. And even if it's not something with crochet or yarn, you learn something about maybe where they're from, or the culture they're a part of, or you know how their day was, or how and all of it is equally as important and equally as amazing. And I love being here, and I love being with you guys. And from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you all so very much for like all of it that you do. And I just can't wait to see where we go from here. I just I don't know. High hopes, high hopes. So anyway, that's my rambly soapbox there. Sorry for that tangent. It was a lot. Um, Object streaming me next. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much the case, because I know like what you see here behind me. These two containers. This is my yarn stash. So I'm so new. I've not built like a big hoard of yarn yet. A keyword there, yet. I'm sure I can see it coming. Well, thank you for just finding me. I'm glad you're here. Um, but this is my yarn stash, and I feel it just from this small amount that I have. Like, I look back there sometimes and I see my Malabrigo, which is hard to see because they're dark shades, so they kind of vanish into the darkness of this box. But there's a bunch of Malabrigo here, and there's some laying up top, and then I've got this purple and orange alpaca stuff here. I've got some Pima cotton there, the green, all of it. Like, I'll look back there and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait, because I have projects in mind for all of it. Like, so I have so many things on a list, and so many more projects that I don't have yarn for yet. So I know that it's just going to be an eternal, you know, feed the yarn monster sort of thing. But it's fun getting to learn it. And since I am new, like, I go to a shop or I look online, and there's always some new fiber or new blend or new colorway, and you just want all of it, you know. But one day I'll be sitting in front of a thing, and you guys will see a crazy amount. Um, and so I think that'll be fun, but all in good time. Um, and I'm just enjoying myself, you know. Like I said, spending time with everybody, learning from everybody, sharing what I'm working on, kind of. And everybody's been so positive and receptive about everything that I have kind of going on in my life, because it's not all crochet and yarn. You know, the response on my soap stuff has been staggering. I have made a lot of soap, and I have shipped out a lot of soap. And I still have people waiting. I have a whole inbox folder of people lined up, and I've had to order more lye, which I just got lye in, but now I have to get more because I ran out. And I didn't think I was out, because I thought I had a whole nother multi pack, but I couldn't find it. I don't know where that went, so I guess I just went through it. So I've ordered more. So I'm waiting. I still have all that I'm going through, but it's just, um, oh, have a good evening at work, Glenda. Thank you for coming in. Um, but yeah, just everybody supporting every aspect. Like, even if it's just these store tours that I'm doing, the response, especially to the yarn store, Tuscan Rose, has been incredible. Um, the name of the owner of that shop is Patty, and I talk to her a fair bit now. Um, the amount of love that you guys have shown her shop, and those of you who went and ordered from her and supported her business, thank you so very much. That was incredible. I never expected, I think the video is like 1,500 views or something now, and I get messages from people all the time that say, "Oh, I just placed my order with Tuscan Rose," and Spoon in the chat there placed an order from Patty at Tuscan Rose. She did the unboxing for that last night, actually. So everybody should also go and check her out. Spoon is super, super wonderful. very amazing, a lot of fun to watch and spend time with in her lives. I think everybody would enjoy her. If you do not know who she is already, you should go and check her out. So Zoila, if possible, I don't like to ask you to do extra things, but could you drop Spoon's link? Oh, wait, I have Nightbots, do I not? um, so somebody try typing Moth in the chat, and that should drop your link. I want to see if that is working. It should be working. I set that up, but I want to test it. Yes, awesome. It's working. I forgot. Don Yarndall helped me set up Nightbot, so I'm still remembering that that exists. um, so yeah, anybody who would like their stuff dropped there, they can type Moth in the chat, and it will link you. And I want everybody go and support everybody in the community. Like even if they're not um even if they're not a content creator and they just are a viewer, why not subscribe to them? It's free and it just supports them. Like, just shows them that people care and have stopped by and sub to their channel, even if they're not making videos or whatever. I sub to a whole bunch of people who don't make videos, but they're people who are in my chat that have, talked to me and stuff. And I just go and I sub to their channel because maybe one day that person will make a video. And then if you're subbed, you're one step closer to seeing that as soon as they drop it. So it's just a nice little thing. Support everybody. Everybody supports me, so the least I can do is try to support, all those people that have showed me love and kindness. Um, so yeah, uh, I just overall, I'm having the best time here with you guys, and it's been really awesome. Uh, and I'm excited to see where the future goes, and I'm super close. I'm like it's close to the first level of my monetization stuff with the channel memberships and things like that being opened up. I'm like I think around 200 watch hours away, so that puts me at like 1,200 watch hours from full monetization, which is not super important to me, but it is something that all of those little things that add in just help me to do more here to support everybody else. And that's what I want to do with all of that when it does, as those things tick by and come in, I want to be able to, support the people and like do more memberships on channels. Um, if I want to be able to do a giveaway, or if I want to do private gifting, if there's something I want to send that is not a public thing, whatever, it's all stuff that I want to be able to put in um like to give back, because so many people have been so kind to me and continue to be kind. And I know that there are things that have been ordered for me and they're coming in, and I don't ask anybody to do that, but those that have done that, bless you a million times over. That's so very kind, and I just it's overwhelming, and it's very humbling. Uh, but yeah, so thank you all for being here. I you know I I love all of you. It's been the wildest ride. It's been such a short amount of time, but it's really awesome to experience it. And there are some of you, you have I have another wave of soap orders, things boxed up ready. Labels will be printed tonight. Things will go out tomorrow. um, that was meant to be done today. On some of them, but it's fine because I was able to add some to it, and I will have that many more tomorrow. But I had a stack of boxes that was going today, but I left here and I drove to the post office, and I no more than was pulling into the post office, my phone rang, and it was my mother, and she's like, "Do you have my keys?" And I'm like, "Nope, I have my keys." um, and she couldn't find hers. Come to find out, she had forgotten and left hers sitting in the seat of the truck, and they had gotten covered up by a bag. So I didn't even have a chance because she had a doctor's appointment. So I had to get back in the truck. Didn't even get to go into the post office. Had to get back in the truck, drive all the way back home, get her keys. And by that time, I was scheduled to go on a live that I told people that I would go and be a guest on. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do that. And then the day kind of gets away from you. So tomorrow I have twice as many orders and boxes going out, but it's all good. It's life, right? It's always something keep us on our toes. Um, so yeah, how is everybody doing? Like, how's everybody's day been? I know Mondays are kind of icky days for a lot of people. Back to work and things like that. But I've had a really nice day. I've enjoyed it. Like I said, I did a live. I boxed up another couple orders. Had dinner. Worked on my project. Uh, Tried to watch some lives on here. Um, so yeah, it's been a good day. Olivia make me smile. I feel like Zoila makes everybody smile. Mimi, like Zoila is just the best. um, Tennessee Junior relaxing after work and dinner knitting. I would butcher that word. Is it Sioban? Um, I started my blanket for my fair entry. Oh, that's cool. Is it like a contest or like what's are there like awards or is it just like a for fun entering? Oh yeah. Well, I guess that Spoon that makes sense for Japan. Not thinking about that. You're already in the future. I'm back here living in the past. Oh, you're having a moment. Sorry, Mimi. My goodness. uh, that's awesome though. Oh, county fair. That's really cool. We don't really have too many of those around here. There are some in some neighboring towns, but our big things here are like festivals. There's like an area town has a banana festival, and another town has a pecan festival, and then there's like the chicken festival, things like that. It's a very rural area of the country, so there's a lot of towns that have like those sort of farm related festival things. But um, the banana festival, they do uh, a beauty contest thing, um, but and I think like a writing contest, like a big essay thing. And thank you, Mimi. I I literally that is probably easily the biggest blessing I've had in life is the fact that my mother is the best person I have ever or I know in my head that I will ever meet. My mother is the most incredible human. She has supported me, and I remember now that I'm older, I can think back and I remember when I was young, like little, my dad was whatever, but mom, even though she was such a young mother, she absolutely killed herself to make sure that I had every opportunity and everything that I needed, and most of the time, everything I wanted. I was a little spoiled. Um, uh, but she did, but she kept it grounded. Like, and I feel like that was so important in that time was to remember to always be thankful and be appreciative of those around you and never forget that even when you're in a time of plenty, don't forget when you weren't in that time because it's so important to remember who you are at the end of the day and where you came from, and that's what matters. And so yeah, she's just my favorite person ever. I am definitely the quintessential mama's boy in that respect. Like, she is absolutely incredible. um The rest of my family, maybe they're okay. But my mom is for sure absolutely incredible. So that was the big blessing I received in life, was simply being born to her as my mother. So, uh, oh, hello, Shannon. Hello, hello. Did I send you my address? I know in that live you had asked for those who got a card to send addresses, and for the life of me, I cannot remember if I did actually send that to you. If not, I can shoot you an email. But that just hit me, and I'm like, I don't remember if I did. Um, just maybe the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Oh, well, I'm not usually big on mush, but I guess that was right there on it, huh? Um, Thank you guys. That's awesome. And I shared with her a lot of the response and the stuff that was given in the picture where I posted in the community post with her in the top that I made for her. Um, and I shared with her some of all the incredibly kind, wonderful comments that you guys had about her and about the top and all of that. And she was super, super thankful and super appreciative. So thank you guys. Thank you for that. Because she worries and stresses about, herself and all this stuff. Especially she has MS, and she just she's a worrier a lot. And seeing all of that positivity was very nice for her. So thank you guys again for that. Um, Okay, okay, I did send the address. I was I was like, "Oh goodness, did I not do that?" Um, so you'll be live at 8 p.m. Eastern, so 7. So I guess right after Sunita, I think, if she's only an hour, but I will pop over and definitely watch. Um, and that brings up here in 7 or 8 minutes, Sunita will be going live on her channel. So I would like for all of us here at that time to go and raid Sunita's, and support her and see what she has in store for everybody tonight. I think that would be really nice. Um, oh, you have MS too. It is a rough disease, and I know that there's various different types. Of course, you go through all that learning whenever you have someone close to you that's diagnosed. There's different types of MS, different like levels and things like that. Um, but my mom is actually doing really well right now. We have found a nice balance and stuff with her medications. She's taken herself off a lot of the really harsh MS treatments because they were just really making her more sick. They were not doing well with her at all. Some people, they make the world of difference, and she was on various treatments for years, and they just they kept advancing like the medication, so it was stronger and stronger and a newer type and a newer thing, and it was always something, and it just she felt awful. And now that she's not on those, and we have found a much gentler um, uh, medication routine and supplement treatments and stuff, her energy is better, her mental clarity is much better. She doesn't get dizzy and off balance like she did. It has really made a huge, huge difference. Um, and so I'm super thankful for that, because for a while we just weren't sure what her prognosis kind of was looking like with that. And when we found out after she came off of the medicines that she felt so much better and was doing so much better, it's like, well, okay, we're gonna roll with it, and we are. And it's been a couple years now, and it's I took myself off too. If it affects my speech, eyes, and brain fog, and yeah. And that was a big issue for her, and I'm glad that we've been able to really balance that out. She still, of course, has days where she doesn't feel as good, or she, stuff like that. But she just rests more on those days. And then the next day, you won't even be able to tell that she has anything wrong. She does just fine. She'll be up. I'll look outside and she's out in the yard with like bush snips out there, like on a ladder trimming a bush. And I'm like, Mom, like, what are you doing? You know, but it's just, she's always doing something. She stays busy, which, which is good. Um, it's important to stay active. Um, thank you, Mimi. Thank you very much. Certain meds. I also stopped with chronic pain, illnesses, too many side effects. Yeah, the medications can be so rough. I just, I hate it. And, I understand a lot of people out there. There's all kinds of sicknesses in the world, and those that the medications help. I'm very thankful for that. And always consult your medical professionals. They know, what's best for you and stuff. But um, I'm just glad that we found a good balance for her. So that's fine, Nisi. I just been rambling about stuff, and I got a little mushy at one point. Nothing too awful important, right? But I'm glad you're here now. Um, but yeah, I guess I will kind of start my little wrapping up because it's just a few minutes until Sunita. Um, those of you who are here, if you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. The notification bell would be wonderful. That way you can see some of the stuff that I have coming up. I have a lot of videos planned, some things already recorded that have not yet released that are scheduled. Um, thumbs up. Those of you who haven't already hit that, they're free, and it makes all of the whole universe of difference here in the YouTube streets. Those thumbs are kind of all important. So thank you guys for being here and kind of letting me rattle at you and share with you and talk and spend the time. It means everything, and I love all of you, and I can't wait until I get to spend time with you again. Thank you. Go over. The link is there in the chat to raid Sunita. I think she would really appreciate that. And I'm going to be over there. So I will see everybody there. Um, I won't be live, but I will be in the chat with all of you guys. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I will speak with you again soon.